I really need to start preparing like more for these streams. I really should like have thumbnails prepped and everything because I did not have my thumbnails prepped. Yeah, that's something that I should do. But anyways, today we're gonna be trying something different yet again. Which one is it? Okay, let's see. Let me try to find it. Okay, hang on, sorry, give me a moment. Okay, there we go. It should be this one. Yes. Okay, got it. Yes. All right, nice. All right. Oh yeah. Just in case anyone asks, yeah, this is a private browser. Mainly, actually, it's kind. The story behind that's kind of interesting. Cause I had a what's it called? I am forgetting all the words today. Like always, actually. That seems on par for usual RNG. But I'm forgetting the words. But oh yeah. Actually, fun fact is I used to keep like my main browser. I guess I used to do all my personal stuff on a private browser, and because my main browser was just supposed to be for what's it called? Streaming like this stuff, like in case I ever wanted to go on the internet and stuff, which I don't think I actually really did that much. Using like doing like browser-based content when I was streaming before. But I was like, yeah, this has to be for stream only because I'm gonna like accidentally dox myself or something if I do a private tab. If I just use it for whatever I'm doing normally in my day-to-day life. And I kept that up actually. Is the background music too loud? Let me know. I'll turn it down a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, and then so what's it? Yeah, I kept that arrangement for a while actually. So like I'd have a private tab and I'd like do all of my personal stuff, like mostly stuff in my personal life. Like I did a scouting, so like all my scouting stuff I would do there. Most of my like internet searches and like personal like YouTube stuff that I would watch like in my free time, like I would watch on there. Like all my Gmail stuff, yada yada, all that. But then the funny thing is, like, as I entered college, even though as I kept that arrangement, I started like, I mean, there's all sorts of like sensitive stuff that you, sensitive tabs and sensitive information that you do when you open up your college stuff, like important, like health documents, grades, personal information, that kind of stuff. So I was like, you know what, this main tab's already like full of like all my college stuff and it's gonna have all my work on it and all my names. So why keep all my like personal life stuff on the private tab? And it was actually kind of a hassle too now that I think about it. I would have to like sign in every single time I reset the computer. But anywho, this arrangement works better, keeping the stream stuff on the private tab and all the personal stuff on the main tab. But anyway, sorry, I don't mean to bore you with all these like little details about my life. As the topic said, I think it's like a Wikipedia deep dive or something like that. We are going to today be going over like different articles. Like I've just been looking over and I'm like, that's a Wikipedia article? Like, really? You made that an article? Not like, I guess, kind of incredulously, and not to like discredit all the people who worked on it, but like, wow, I'm surprised that something like this is a Wikipedia article. So yeah, we're gonna like click around, look at stuff, react, talk, and then if I like run out of stuff, we'll see if I still have enough energy to stream. If we do, we're gonna like do something else. I forget, but if we don't, then this is highlighted. I must have like searched something up online or something for that to pop up. Okay, let's take a look at this. Alright. FIre Genshin Impact. Is there another FIre? Let me look it up. I'm curious now. If I look up FIre, topics referred to by the same term. Okay. There's a character and a Chinese competitor, a businessman, a canoeist. Interesting. And FIre Tan, a maritime feature in the Spratly Islands. But it looks like the main disambiguation on the disambiguation page here, the main term is FIre Tivat. That's so weird seeing it like an actual like geographic thing, like like it's like place, name, and then place, or like city, state. Welcome to FIre Tivat. That's a little surreal to see, but I mean that is correct technically, but interesting. Anyways, FIre, Chinese FIre, jade or glazed moon. decentralized nation in the video game Genshin Impact developed by miHoYo. It is located on the eastern part of the game's continent, Tivat, and serves as the main location for the first chapter of the game's main storyline. The capital city is FIre Harbor. FIre worships the concept of contracts, and its guardian deity was once the Geo-Archon Rex Lapis, also known as... Oh, shoot. Big spoilers, by the way. All of these articles are gonna be like big spoilers. Yeah. But, yep. Anyways, sorry, where were we? Also known as Zhongli. The nation is practically governed by the FIre Chiefing. Festivals in FIre include the Lantern Rite and Moon Chase Festival. I feel like there should be a little more footnotes here. A little bit. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't actually understand how like citations with Wikipedia work. But actually, generally, I do like them, especially on both this actual Wikipedia and fandoms, because they actually like cite their footnotes. When they cite their footnotes and they actually do it, like it does help me like find where they got their sources from and look into stuff, which is nice. Citations are nice, or they're kind of a pain to do. I have experience with that. But for a reader, they are kind of nice. But anyway, sorry, we keep getting distracted. Sorry, we said festivals in FIre include the Lantern Rite and Moon Chase Festival. The creation of FIre took 1 year. Its design is based on ancient China, with artistic references to China's Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, Huanglong Scenic Area, the landscape of Guilin, Fenghuang Ancient Town, and the Hanging Temple in Shanxi. This setting has been positively received, praised as a symbol of Chinese culture within the game. Alright, actually let's take a look at this stuff. So they've got the main, like, FIre Harbor. Yep, FIre Harbor, capital and largest port of FIre, created by miHoYo based on China in universe information. It is also known as the Harbor of Stone and Contracts, type country. The rulers are the FIre Qixing, or the 7 stars of FIre. The location is the eastern part of Tivat. There's various characters like Zhongli, Ningguang, Ganyu, Keching. No way these all have their own articles. Okay, Zhongli has his own article. We'll probably check that out later. Yeah, Ningguang is just stuck in a list. I think there's like just this article here. Yeah, if you click on it, just like takes you to like a list of like every playable character in Genshin. But some of them apparently do, like Zhongli. I kind of get why he has his own article, being like the Archon and everything. But yeah, Ganyu, Keching, yeah, list. For some reason, Yunjin has her own article. Maybe because of like her opera inspirations. And I think, oh yeah, Hu Tao has her own article too. Interestingly, and others. Shame if you're not Zhongli, Ningguang, Ganyu, Keching, Yunjin, Hu Tao, others. Shame if you're others. Not even a name on here. Anyways, locations: FIre Harbor, Wangshu Inn, Trading Cars, Wuhua Pool, the Chasm, Chimneyville. I feel like those are all the major locations of FIre. Those are all the main ones. Their element is Geo, their ideal is contracts, and their Archon is Morax, and the festivals they have, as previously stated, are the Lantern Rite and Moon Chase festivals. Nice. Okay. Interesting, succinct information. Setting. FIre represents a China-inspired region in Genshin Impact. The Geo-Elemental nation is located on the eastern part of Tivat. I should check chat. Okay, now. The Geo-Elemental nation is located on the eastern part of Tivat and is the oldest established nation on the continent. Is that actually true? Oh, wait, I don't think I can read that source. Wait, is FIre actually the oldest? I'm thinking about the lore. Like, how long are we saying, like, established? I guess, like, for a nation to be established, like, with its, like, how do you say it? I'm thinking hard about this. It would have to be like, oh, whoa, okay. Maybe, no, sorry, I can't read dark. But, actually, Fontaine is relatively recent too, right? Because Egeria, there's like that whole thing with Remuria before Egeria took over. Sumeru. I don't know what's going on with Sumeru actually. Yeah. That's interesting. I don't know if that's actually true. Oldest established nation on the continent. That's kind of a bold claim. I feel like wouldn't like some like previous civilization from Sumeru have existed or something like, but I guess you can consider that not to be Sumeru, but we're getting into details that I don't know if I can look up right now. Let's see. Alright, according to the lore, about 3,700 years ago, Rex Lapis founded Wiire. The goddess Guizhong guarded Mount Tianheng and built the Guizhong Ballista. She led the original miners to migrate north of Mount Tianheng to develop agriculture. 2,000 years ago, the Archon War broke out, leading to the desolation of Guili Plains and Guizhong's death. The god of salt, who led the refugees to establish a sanctuary in Salcharay, was killed by the Word of Geo. Which is actually not true. Like, I'm pretty sure Zhongli's, Archon quest, like, goes over, Archon quest. Zhongli's, story quest goes over this, right? Like, she was killed by her own people. This is, factually incorrect. I don't know if any Wikipedia editors are watching this stream, but, yeah. Y'all might want to fix this one, here. Anyways, consequently, Rex Lapis led the people to migrate south of Mount Tianheng. The final battle of the Archon War moved to the Guyun Stone Forest, where Rex Lapis killed a demon god and freed the enslaved 5 Yakshas, making a contract with them. Alright, let's see. Source. Interesting. I don't know. Wait. Hopefully these... Where does this take you? Yeah, I won't be able to read that. Okay. Before the end of the Archon War, the Adeptus Cloud Retainer broke her antlers. Wait, Cloud Retainer? Cloud Retainer? The crane? Broke her antlers to support the damaged Mount Tianheng, turning her blood into a river that formed the Bishui Plains, submerging the ruins of Salcharay. That sounds like Skybracer to me. I think they meant to say Skybracer here. Can you imagine like Cloud Retainer with like antlers? Well, I guess that would explain why she doesn't have any antlers anymore. Wait, let me look it up. Skybracer. Let's see. Sorry, I guess we will have to. Yeah, I can do some additional research. Let's get this up. Skybracer is an Adeptus who died protecting the origin. Yeah, it was Skybracer whose blood became the Bishui River, supposedly. Yeah, Cloud Retainer. Cloud Retainer is crazy. Okay. Anyways, the war ended 1,000 years ago with Rex Lapis subduing the remaining demon gods in that Guyun Stone Forest. Sorry. The Yakshas and Adepti cleansed the evil spirits left behind. Yeah, okay, sorry. At this time, only Xiao, the golden-winged Yaksha. Is that actually one of his epithets? I'm going to, like, scrutinize this whole article now. Golden-winged Yaksha. I don't remember him ever being called that. Oh, okay. The latest is also known as the Golden Wing King, or alternatively as the Conqueror of Demons. Okay, sounds good. Alright, that's true. Remain among the 5 Yakshas. Wiire's people turned to commerce, with the Wiire Qixing representing the 7 commercial forces governing the nation. 7 commercial aren't those the 8 traits? Hang on. they're all various like business people and officials, but I don't know if they represent represent 7 commercial forces specifically. I believe that's the 8 trades. That sounds like the eight halls of trade or whatever they're called. The one where like Xingqiu's from, like Feyun Commerce Guild, the Salt Lady, ceramic stuff, and all that. But anyways, okay. The Millowith, an army of brave mortals under Rex Lapis, were formed. That sounds right, around this time. The Adepti retreated to trade in Karst, and Rex Lapis oversaw Weaver's economy, establishing the right of dissension. Weaver Harbor began to take shape. When the Traveler arrived, Rex Lapis took on the persona of Zhongli and staged his own death, escalating the conflict between the Adepti and the Weaver Chasing, who were acting as interim rulers. During the chaos, the Fatui diplomat and harbinger Tartalia, better known as Child, summoned the sealed demon god Osial, who launched a sudden attack on Weaver Harbor. With the help of the Weaver Chasing and the Adepti, the Traveler fought against Osial and ultimately defeated him, with Ningguang suspending him in the air at the Jade Chamber before sealing him off once again. That did not exactly happen that way, right? She didn't suspend him in the air and seal him. She like floated over him and basically like nuked him with the Jade Chamber. Like I don't think you can really say that's it's not like he got like sealed up in the air. I'm being pedantic there. And subsequently, Rex Lapis abdicated his position. The Weaver Chasing took control of all authority in Weaver, marking the transition from a rule by gods and Adepti to a rule by humans. Okay, makes sense. Weaver's festivals include the Lantern Rite Festival, inspired by the Lantern Festival during the Spring Festival. During the Lantern Rite, on the first full moon night of the year, people release Xiao Lanterns and Ming Xiao Lanterns into the night sky, and setting off fireworks is an indispensable activity for the people of Liyue. The Moon Chase Festival celebrates the autumn season, with the streets and buildings adorned with festive decorations, and some businesses setting up stalls and advertising to attract customers. Liyue's cuisine includes dishes such as dragon beard noodles, mora meat, stir-fried fillet, moon pie, golden shrimp balls, onusidium tofu, among others. Alright, not bad. I feel like there's only like 2 like flat-out wrong statements. I think we found 2 outright incorrect statements and 1 like questionable one. But okay, it's no biggie. I'm just interested. Yeah, usually, I mean, it is probably one of the articles on Wikipedia that doesn't see as much light of day from the editors. And it is literally just like the game setting stuff, so it's not like too imperative to ever just. I think things should still be correct though. Oh, audio's a bit low. On the BGM side or the audio on the input side. Let's see. Input. Let me put that up to max. There we go. And I will make the BGM a little bit higher. Yeah, other than that, there's not really much I can do, sorry. Aside from like maybe stepping a little closer to the mic like this. Maybe that's better? Oh yeah, that's getting up to the red. Okay, yikes. Alrighty, yeah, this is probably as high as we can go. Oh, my voice is low relative to the BGM. Which means I'll have to make the BGM quieter. Alright, there we go. Let me know if that's better. As we continue. Conception and creation. Okay, this one I actually can't. The game stuff I know more about, so I could critique there. But I guess here we'll just go along with the ride. Alright, yeah, hopefully this is better. Unfortunately, let's see, I have the BGM, so hopefully that makes my voice pop out relative to that. But for some reason, Streamlabs is always really quiet, so I don't know. Yeah, sorry. That's better? Alright, great. Okay, concept and creation. Let me do like this. Hang on. No, don't do that. No. window and slowly inch it across so I can see it. Nope, don't do that, don't do that. There we go. Wonderful. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. Conception and creation. The game development team stated that FIre was created with a Chinese fantasy theme. From white box testing. Actually, what is that? Method software to test internal structures of workings of an application. Okay. I still don't know what that is. To art design scene creation, it took a year to complete. FIre finally opened on March 19th, 2020, and its area is 1.5 times that of the initial region, Mondstadt. In the game, FIre is this an actual article too? No. I guess only FIre gets the dignity of a nice Wikipedia article. In the game, FIre is located in the eastern part of the continent of Tibet, bordered by Mondstadt to the northeast and facing Mount Tianheng to the west. Wait, Mount Tianheng is in FIre though. Anyways. I guess they're talking about FIre Harbor specifically, but it doesn't make sense because FIre Harbor isn't bordered by Mondstadt to the northeast. But, okay. Critique number 1 in this part, I guess. FIre features... FIre features diverse terrain, with sandstone formations being a prominent feature, symbolizing the Geo-Archon's leadership. The area includes shallow beaches, plains crisscrossed by rivers, towering mountains, and stone forests. Plants in the mid-altitude regions are also dominated by poplar trees, with locust and pine trees at higher altitudes, while bamboo, plum, and ginkgo trees grow in the plains and riverbanks. Animals include cranes and cranes and wizards that inhabit the cliffs. There we go. Here's the images. Above is the prototype of uhhhh Pool, the Huanglong Scenic Area, and below is a crap, my throat. Sorry. Below is a prototype of Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. That does actually look pretty similar. That's pretty cool. Anyway, sorry. The development team also focused on constructing FIre's ecology, including climate, vegetation, and wildlife. As FIre is themed around the geo element, warm colors dominate the scenery. Players enter FIre from Mondstadt through a stone gate designed based on karst arches, resembling a thin strip of sky in the early stages, later completing the final design by referencing ancient Chinese plank roads. After passing through, they arrive at the alluvial river of Bishui Plain. Ooh, what is alluvial? Big word. What does that mean? Sorry. Little detour. Loose clay, silt, sand, or gravel. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Passing through Bishui. Okay, oh, sorry. Notice Dihua Marsh, modeled after the landscape of Guilin and Yangshuo, characterized by continuous stone peaks, dense water networks, and floating, vibrant towers. The iconic building, I want to call it iconic, but okay. The iconic building Wangshu Inn is inspired by Lingnan Diaoqiao architecture, with its temperament resembling the inn in the movie Dragon Inn. The scene in Dihua Marsh reproduces the characteristics of Guilin's multiple waters and continuous mountains, depicting the details to reflect the life of the people of FIre. Okay, I'll trust that source. The northern Qingzi village showcases a tranquil village with numerous terraces. The tributaries of Bishui River wind down from Dihua Marsh, eventually merging into uhhhh Pool. Inspired by the iconic calc center terraces of the Huanglong Nature Reserve in Sichuan. The Huanglong Scenic Area is the only preserved plateau wetland in the mainland of China, and the production team believed that Huanglong possessed a sense of dreaminess and mystery beyond reality. Therefore, they chose Huanglong as a reference for FIre's ecosystem. The prototype of FIre's uhhhh Pool is located in Huanglong's 5-color pond. The water in uhhhh Pool uses a different material from other water surfaces in the game, giving it attractive colors under various lighting conditions. Actually, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Additionally, setting high points around Wuhua Pool is aimed at allowing players to more easily experience its perfect side. That's actually true now that I think about it. Wuhua Pool is probably one of the... Not that there are parts of Weaver that aren't like... There are parts of Weaver that are like bad, but like... Wuhua Pool is really nice, actually. I haven't been there in a while in Genshin. In that area of Tivat, but... It is pretty nice. I should visit sometime. Actually, I don't have Genshin anymore. I deleted it to make storage because I was running out of space on my computer. And then also my mouse broke down. And I was like, yeah, it sucks playing on like the mouse pad trackpad without the mouse. So, yeah. Well, we'll probably get into Genshin someday again. I need to figure out how that's gonna work. Time to get a new computer is crazy. I've had this thing for like only 2 years. I've only had this thing for like 2 years. I don't think I should switch just yet. It's like a good amount of money too. Anyways. Wuhua Pool. Okay, sorry. Juhua Pool. That's a thing. Oh, wait. I think I know what it's talking about. Maybe not. Okay, I don't remember what it is. Located next to Tianheng Mountain is inspired by the famous Tianmen Mountain in Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. Tianheng Mountain features a dragon karst, shrouded in clouds and mist year-round, with plank roads and suspension bridges between the peaks. This place is the retreat of the immortals who guard Weaver. Zhangjiajie was chosen as a model because its fantastical landscape seems a bit out of this world. In the game, Dragon Karst is a retreat. Okay, they kind of... a little bit of redundancy there. Is a retreat of Weaver's immortals, and Zhangjiajie's towering mountains and misty atmosphere fit the setting perfectly. Additionally, the sandstone peak forest of Zhangjiajie aligns with Weaver's theme of the Geo element. Passing through Tianheng Mountain, you arrive at Weaver's southern commercial port, FIre Harbor. In the game, the entrance to the Tianheng Mountain FIre Harbor is inspired by the Tianmen Cave in Tianmen Mountain. The development team believed that entering Tianheng Mountain and discovering FIre Harbor would create a strong visual and spatial contrast, highlighting Weaver's natural and cultural heritage. FIre Harbor's architecture is influenced by the ancient town of Fenghuang in the western Hunan and the Hanging Temple of Mount Heng in northern Yue. These locations were chosen because the art team believed that they provided a foundation wrapped in fantasy. The pillow-like entrance. The pillow-like entrance and bridge upon entering FIre Harbor were designed to convey a sense of ceremony and solemnity. Okay. The new area, the Chasm, was opened on March 30th, 2022, with a 2.6 version update. The Chasm features a complex I can't read. The Chasm features a complex terrain with many ecological and geological environments. It's divided into an upper and lower region, and completing tasks will unlock the underground mine area, where players can use the item Lumenstone Adjuvant to explore this region. Another new area, Chunyu Vale, was opened on January 31st, 2024, with a version 4.4 update. It is located in the northwest region, bordering Fontaine. The area Chaoying Village is known for producing tea. Its architectural design takes inspiration from the Huizhou architecture in Huangshan, Anhui Province. Interesting. The scene art director stated that the game doesn't meticulously recreate the real-world prototypes, but rather extracts elements and reconstructs them to present a form of moderate fantasy. During the production years, the team visited many scenic spots in China to gain inspiration. miHoYo's director and vice president of game operations, Yunshin Bo, mentioned that the team was initially worried that as a private game company, the requests might be rejected by scenic areas. However, the Shanghai Municipal Party Committee's Publicity Department and Shanghai Municipal Bureau of Culture and Tourism wrote recommendation letters for them, giving the team more opportunities. That's pretty cool, actually. Music. The original soundtrack of FIre adopts the traditional Chinese pentatonic scale. The instrument... What is that actually? Let's see. Musical scale with 5 notes per octave. Interesting. The instrumentation blends traditional Chinese instruments such as the dizi, erhu, guzheng, and pipa with Western orchestral music, fusing folk music with symphony. The original music was composed by Yu Peng Chen and performed by the Shanghai Symphony Orchestra, recorded in the Shanghai Symphony Hall over 5 days. Influence. On the eve of the Spring Festival of 2022, Genshin Impact released a video of Lyra character Yunjin's opera performance, The Divine Damsel of Devastation, which garnered over 30 million views worldwide within a year. On October 9th, 2022, Genshin Impact officially released the first film in Gourmet Tour, Lyra's Cuisine Collection series, showcasing the production process on the famous dish slow-cooked bamboo soup. This video received over 2 million views on Bilibili and YouTube on its first day. In the Spring Festival of 2023, the Genshin Impact team, in collaboration with Southern Weekly, launched a non-heritage documentary series, A Journey of Art and Heritage. They misspelled journey there. Interesting, but I'm nitpicking. Focusing on traditional crafts such as printmaking and carving. The series explored several Chinese intangible cultural heritage inheritors, using non-heritage forms to present Lyra's immortal legends and urban life. Several documentary shorts showcasing the process of these artisans creating their works will also be released. 2020. Was that the one with when we got that sick thing for the Serenity pot? Hang on, let me look it up. Journey of Art and Heritage Genshin. Oh wait, no, I think that was a different thing. Because that one was earlier this year, right? 2024, when we got that little Serenity pot furniture and the cool Zhongli art. Yeah, I don't know if you can call this influence though. Just saying it got this many views when they released this thing. Almost anything Genshin releases gets a good number of views, right? They release an Arokino short, it gets 4.6 million views or something like that. They release Capitano fighting, heck yeah, any of the ordinary Archon Quest clips, the one where Capitano fights Mawika, got 1.2 million views or something. So I think it's just Genshin's popular, rather than it being specifically Lyra's influence. But anywho, reception. The setting of Lyra has received positive evaluations. The Ministry of Culture and Tourism of the People's Republic of China praised MiHoYo on its official Weibo account for exploring a new model of cross-industry cooperation with games, culture, and tourism in Genshin Impact. The From Halting to Traveling event related to Lyra also helps promote local tourism and intangible cultural heritage, expanding the game's social value beyond entertainment. Lyra has also been praised by Xinmin Evening News and Shanghai Observer. Xinmin Evening News noted that Lyra prominently showcases elements of traditional Chinese culture, allowing players to discover traditional cultural elements such as opera, tea culture, chess, traditional medicine, and mechanical arts as they explore Lyra. Shanghai Observer praised Lyra for using cultural innovation to make traditional Chinese culture vibrant and lively. Games Daily believes that Lyra was a key reason Genshin Impact was listed by the Ministry of Commerce in the 2021 and 2022 Key Cultural Export Enterprises and Projects list. They believe that the story, characters, architecture, monsters, and activity in Lyra contribute to cultural export step by step. Game Grapes commented that Lyra gives the most direct impression through the transformation of its overly artistic style. Unlike Mondstadt's Euro-American fantasy and Japanese fantasy styles, Lyra is firmly set in the direction of Eastern fantasy. Game Gyro believes that Lyra's many elements allow global players to truly appreciate the beauty of Chinese culture. Since Lyra's place names and local products are named in Chinese, they've also attracted some non-Chinese character players to study the pronunciation of Lyra's geography and products. Polygon cited reviews stating that Lyra's design is completely different from Mondstadt, featuring more unique architecture, better background music, and tightly integrated lore and stories. While blending East Asian cultural elements, it retains gameplay, expressiveness, and aesthetics suitable for players worldwide. Alan1 from Eurogamer noted that FIre is clearly inspired by traditional Chinese culture and architecture. Kotaku editor CC Zhang felt that FIre is an idealized portrayal of Chinese social relationships, where merchants and customers show care for each other through mutual benefit, and money can build interdependent relationships, unlike the current society where shopping habits are often disconnected from community. Screen Rant compared FIre's settings with similar places in China, concluding that the similarities between FIre and China are undeniable, whether in terrain or culture. Whew, and that was the article. That was pretty interesting read. I'm surprised that it's only FIre that gets this article, because let's see, are there any other locations? Yeah, FIre's the only article that's up right now. It would be interesting to see something like Fontaine or Sumeru, how they did that. I'm sure there's like articles and stuff, but yeah. Anyways, other Wikipedia articles, let's see. Oh wait, let's see, interesting. Characters with, Genius Infogation TCG, rah! Yes, I guess we'll look at that. It basically tells you how to play the game. There's a plot? There's a plot behind Genius Infogation? You can tell I haven't played Genshin in a while. Yeah, first mentioned by FIre and Merchant Weepin, okay. It's later revealed that the game was originally created by childhood friends and academia researchers Garvipedum and Gulab to pass time, as the latter had to undergo Eleazar treatment. Gulab unfortunately did not survive the disease, leading to Garvipedum being traumatized and secluding himself until he came to terms with his friend's passing in the event. Interesting. Very interesting. Player activity increased significantly shortly after the release of the mode. Gained popularity out of China, trending on Twitter in Japan upon release, and an unofficial Swiss format tournament series from the English-speaking community shortly afterwards. Positive comments and opinions on gameplay are mixed. Interesting. Strengthen the relationship between players. Okay, that makes sense. Interesting. Let's see. If we look at... Okay, so that makes sense. They have a bunch of the prominent devs. Okay. Hoyo mix. Characters. It's interesting. Let's see. I can get why... Okay, Farina, I understand why she has her own article. Raiden, again, makes sense. Yunjin is interesting. Hu Tao is in... Paimon, I guess, kind of makes sense. Yunjin and Hu Tao are interesting, though. Let's see. Let's take a look at Hu Tao's. Not to be confused with Wu Tao. In Chinese name, the family name is Hu. Okay. Hu Tao, literally walnut, or Hu Tao, is a playable character in the action role-playing game Genshin Impact. She is voiced by Brianna Knickerbocker in English, Tao Dian in Chinese, Ria Takahashi in Japanese, and Kim Ha-ru in Korean. In the game, she serves as the 77th director of the Wangcheng Funeral Parlor within the China-like nation of FIre. She made her debut as a playable character with the second phase of version 1.3 in the game on March 2nd, 2022. Or 2021. Sorry, I can't read. Okay, first game, Genshin Impact. That implies that she's gonna get a second game. Like, there's gonna be like a whole another game that Miho is gonna make just for Hu Tao. Our voice actors. In-universe information. She was a pole arm and her birthday's on July 15th. Okay. Creation and design. In the weeks following the initial release of Genshin Impact in September 2020, some players discovered unreleased characters within the game files, with Hu Tao being among them. This resulted in leaks that the character would be officially launched in version 1.3 of the game, but Hu Tao went without mention in the version 1.3 preview video released by MiHoYo. disappointing many fans who are looking forward to the character's launch. By the end of February 2021, 1 month after the release of version 1.3, MiHoYo announced that Hu Tao would be released in the second phase of version 1.3, alongside her dedicated story quest chapter, Papilio Carontis, with the said story quest being unlocked after players complete Archon Quest Chapter 1 Act 2, Farewell Archaic Ward. On February 27th, MiHoYo released a character preview video, which revealed that Hu Tao is the director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor of Liyue, possessing the ability to see ghosts and being acquainted with Zhongli. I like it. I feel like that implies that Zhongli's like a ghost. I'm being a nitpicky person again, sorry. Hu Tao's skills and gameplay were showcased in the character demo video released on March 1st, with both the announcement and demo also displaying her playful personality. In gameplay, Hu Tao possesses a pyro element and wields a polearm as her primary weapon. Sorry. Her skills require sacrificing health to increase damage output, requiring the player to manage her health and utilize abilities from other characters. Hu Tao's Chinese voice actor, Tao Dian, described Hu Tao as a creepy and cute girl. After getting to know the character in depth, she found that Hu Tao, while being mature and strong eternally, maintains the innocent and cheerful nature of a child. On the surface, she often makes light of subjects regarding life and death, but secretly has a more genuine and thorough understanding of them, treating the matters with sincerity and respect. Hu Tao's English and Japanese voice actors are Brianna Knickerbocker and Rie Takahashi, respectively. Takahashi expressed surprise at the complexity of the character when she received background information regarding her. At the recording site, she was further surprised when directed to quote-unquote make Hu Tao weird, as she had interpreted the character as having a more of a tricky personality. Appearances, okay. Hu Tao serves as the 77th director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, who is responsible for planning funerals and similar affairs, although she also goes on breaks during the weekends. Most of the time, she is shown to have a lively and active side to her, often pulling pranks on other characters, but is serious regarding matters to her profession. In the early days of Hu Tao's management of the parlor, she was questioned by the other undertakers because she was only 13 at the time. Her leadership would be up to the highest caliber and increasing prestige, satisfying the other undertakers within. This also led to the subject of funerals being less taboo within Liyue, as well as how Hu Tao obtained her vision. Didn't she get her vision after she tried to find her grandfather? I don't know if that's necessarily because of her leadership, but anyways. She is also a famous local poet, often traveling around to accumulate materials and inspiration for her poetry. She describes herself as an alley school dark poet, and is proficient in writing doggerel, with her works being so recognizable that children tend to recite them. After the update of version 1.3 of Genshin Impact, players can obtain Hu Tao through wishes within the game. Hu Tao can only be obtained via specific banners that ran throughout the update. She was designed to be a primarily offensive character with a good damage output. Hu Tao differs from other offense-based characters in that she consumes health points to convert attack damage onto pyro-elemental attacks and increase damage. Her elemental burst consists of a range attack which partially restores her own health if it hits a target. When her health is less than or equal to around half, the damage and healing amount caused by her elemental burst is increased. She would later return for 3 reruns in versions 2.2, 3.4, and 4.1. That is a very big cover thing. Or big part of this article. Okay. Let's see. Promotion and reception in response to players' high expectations for the character, the production team postponed Hu Tao's trailer until after the traditional Lantern Festival. To avoid potential negative impact of the character's announcement, I should stream Holocure 0.7? I'm good. The character was released a few days later. March 2nd also responded with a Tongxing, which contains terminology such as sacrifice, enshrinement, and funerals, which some perceived as a deliberate decision. On May 23rd, 2022, Hu Tao appeared in the card collection as part of a collaboration with Bandai. On August 9th, 2022, Chinese electronics manufacturer OnePlus announced a limited edition variant of the OnePlus Ace Pro featuring the character. Announced a limited edition variant of the OnePlus Ace Pro featuring In addition, a popular fan-made preset outfit based on the character would later be implemented in the action role-playing game Tower of Fantasy. Hu Tao was well received upon release, with players creating many fanworks as a result. CC Jung of Kotaku acknowledged that her gameplay is a significant factor, and some attributed some of her personality to her cute goth appearance and eccentric personality. Game Daily believes that the production team paid attention to detail when introducing the character, such as her constellations relating to her poetry and her profession within the funeral parlor. In an analysis regarding the character's popularity, Game Grape editor Jolien Baodeng stated that it came primarily from her setting and role within the story. He noted how the character appeals to the values and actions that younger demographics yearn for. Really? Okay. I guess. Actually, I haven't read Hu Tao's story in a while. Silent in it. Okay. January 2023 is part of the game's annual Lantern Rite event. The character delivered a rap performance that garnered a negative reaction from both fans and media outlets. Wait, this is more of an EN thing, right? With some suggesting the character should keep her supposed hidden talent to herself. That is crazy to say. Keep your hidden talent to yourself. You have a hidden talent, keep it to yourself. I've heard that phrase before, but it's interesting seeing that in a Wikipedia article. Tower Cult, writing for PC Gamer, observed that some critics likened the performance of that of streamer Mori Kawaipi, citing similarities in perceived low quality. I don't think Kawaii's stuff are low quality. I wouldn't say that. Cope also pointed out a possible localization issue, noting that the English version of the game seemed to be forcing the characters to adhere to anime stereotypes, thereby stripping away some of the nuances present in the original Chinese script, which has been a constant point of contention for fans. On the other hand, Tilly Lawton, an article for Pocket Tactics, argued that all versions of the rap performance outside the Chinese rendition were noticeably subpar. Lawton further argued that some of the disappointment was because many fans had been looking forward to our fave ghosty gal getting a rare moment to shine. Interesting. Her trailer exceeded 1 million views in less than 7 hours after being released on YouTube, while Genshin Impact topped the iOS best-selling list in 7 regions and ranked on the top 10. Okay, data. In November the same year, Hu Tao appeared for the second time on her own banner, and the sheer number of players playing at once caused MiHoYo's largest server, Celestia, to have a server implosion. Wait, MiHoYo? Wait, the servers have names? Interesting. Because it was the second time when many players had logged on simultaneously since the public beta, a queue system was set up to handle the surge of players. On that day, Genshin Impact had topped the iOS best-selling list in 31 regions. The first time that Genshin Impact topped the charts simultaneously in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, the United States, Japan, and South Korea. According to Sensor Tower statistics, on the day that Hu Tao's banner was launched, it brought in a revenue of $12.9 million US to MiHoYo. A similar study was conducted, where it was reported that within the first day her release would bring in around 100 billion yen. Her banner with Yelan during version 3.0 would also go on to set a record high in revenue by March 1st, 2023, and she would also maintain a relatively high Spiral Abyss usage rate. Does anyone actually know what a Spiral Abyss usage rate? Would your average Wikipedia article reader know what a Spiral Abyss is? Anyways, maybe they should say what Spiral Abyss is, but maybe not. Version 3.4, 25.8%, ranking 17th. Honestly, I feel like the only people that would actually run into a Hu Tao Wikipedia article are Genshin fans. It's interesting that she has her own article though. I wonder, is it just that she just she's like super popular and made like a crap ton of money? Is that why she has her own article? Interesting. Alright, let's see. Well, I'm gonna skim. Sorry, I kind of read a lot for Rewrite and Hu Tao, so I'll try to skim a little bit more in these next ones, so I can move on to maybe some Fire Emblem stuff as well. Farina de Fontaine. Sometimes I forget that's her whole name. Farina de Fontaine. In Chinese is Fu Ningna. Is a character from Genshin Impact. Okay. Serves as a Hydro Archon. Celebrity. Yep. and leader. Playable character in November of that year. The game story progresses. It's revealed that Farina is in reality the leftover humanity of the true Archon Fosor, and possesses no powers beyond the curse of immortality, which has left her isolated. Yep. Voice actors. Interesting. She only has the... Oh, I think all the characters have this. First game, voiced by Weapon and Birthday. To showcase the character's complexity, the game developers designed Farina to embody the contradictory aspects of her personality. Her outfit reflects a diverse aesthetic by drawing inspiration from various cultures, and songs that Farina performs were inspired by classic tales and musicals. Critics have written positively about Farina, with particular praise being directed at her mental fortitude. She has been cited as a strong female character whose power lies in her mental prowess rather than her physical ability. Her distinctive design, which melds elements from multiple cultures, have also received acclaim. Her impact on the game's dynamics have established her as one of the game's strongest units. That is debatable. I have Farina, I love Farina, but I do not think that she is one of the game's strongest. Calling her, well, I guess, exploration-wise, you could say she's strong. Yeah, okay, sorry, I was thinking of combat ability. Partially due to her ability to walk on water. Concept art. Oh, these are from one of the devs' videos that they've released. They look pretty cool. Yeah, her development dates back to the beginning of the development of Genshin Impact. Because she is the game's Hydra Archon. Developers wanted to give her an aesthetic that demonstrated the different sides of her personality, incorporating contradictory elements such as heterochromatic eyes and streaked hair. She's 5 foot 5 inches. Okay. I didn't know. Wait, she's 5 foot 5 inches. Where are they getting this information from? Is this a reliable source? Every playable character's height, age, and birthday. How do you know they are this tall? It is speculation. Based on information the game lore and manga when it is available, many are based on speculation and context clues from their relationships with each other. Some characters appear as a different age. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of funny. It says that some characters appear as a different age, noted when it applies. That's fair. Arokino Fatui. I like how that implies that, like, being a Fatui, like, does something to your age. Like, you're Fatui. Actually, most of the Fatui, now that I think about it, most of the Fatui are like... Hang on, I'm gonna go on a little side tangent, or a little divergence here. Let's see, Fatui Harbingers by age. Capitano is like over 500, Bro fought the Cataclysm, I'm pretty sure. Dottore is also 500, over 500. Let's switch back here. Dottore is also 500. Columbina, I don't know, she's probably over 500 giving her age, or her, what vibes she gives off, I guess. Arlecchino isn't that old, actually. She's like in her 20s, I think, 30s, right? No, because she was just like a teenager, right, when she killed Crucibina. So I think she's relatively young, like 20s, right? I would say. Let's see. Puccinella, that guy looks kind of old. That guy looks old. He's got the white mustache and everything already. Scaramouche is also 500 plus. Wait, so how many people is that that's over 500 plus? Capitano, Dottore, Scaramouche for sure. Perhaps Columbina. After Scaramouche is Samdrone, who may or may not be old. We don't know. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she's just like a really young mechanic or something like that. No, she's probably old. She's probably like 500 too, like the others. Sandrone, and then after her is... Who the fudge is after Sandrone? Ah, Senora. Senora is also 500 plus. Senora, Pantaloon... Don't know. He looks relatively young. And there's no way that dude's 500. If he's over 500, that'd be crazy. No way Pantaloon is over 500. Pantaloon, then 10th is MP, and then Child. Wait. I have 8 on my... I'm counting. I have 8. Who went missing? Wait. Capitana de Torre. I'm gonna assume Columbina's 500 plus as well. Columbina, Arlecchino, Puccinella, Scaramouche, Sandra, Pantaloon, Senora, and Child. Okay. Yeah, actually it's pretty half-half for now. Until they reveal, like, Puccinella's, like, also, like, 500... Like, there's, like, 5... Like, out of the Harbingers that we know right now, I think, like... I'm including Columbina because, like, she probably is old. But, like... okay, we have... That's still, like, 4 known Harbingers that predate the Cataclysm. Oh, wait, shoot. Wait, hang on. I'm wrong. Sorry. Wait, Scaramouche isn't pre-Cataclysm. He was created after the Cataclysm. So he's actually still, like, ancient, like, around Cataclysm age. That's pretty wild. But I guess that makes sense that all the Fatui have ties to that old time. But, anywho. Whew, sorry. Farina, back to Farina. 5 foot 5 inches. Performance gotta be a woman. Developers develop several designs for Farina throughout her development. Settled on her final look due to development restrictions. Farina's base outfit prepares a typical morning dress used to demonstrate her nobility. Sorts. Index her mobility. Index. Is that like indicates? I guess. Let me see. Learning new words is very, indicator, sign, or measure of something. I've never heard it used as a verb before, that's interesting. Other elements of her outfit were inspired by French and Christian culture. Influences from French include the rough collar design on the design of her socks. Design on her hat resembles an iris flower, interesting. Building onto these additional elements of her outfit were inspired by classical stories and musicals such as a fishtail-shaped design. Additionally, Va Vagile, a song performed by Farina with the lyrics entirely in French and incorporates inspirations from musicals itself. The song's composition reflects themes demonstrated throughout Farina's story and Genshin impact. Huh, interesting. It mentioned the Christian culture stuff, but it didn't actually show any evidence. Huh, that's interesting. Only mentions the French part. Anyways, let's see. Appearances. First appeared in the Overture teaser, Final Feast. Yep. That checks out. Added in... Shoot. Oh, wait. That's kind of... They should probably say, like, she was added as an NPC, because I don't think she was playable until, like, November, right? Yeah. Her birthday is October 13th. An immortal who has been alive for 500 years, depicted as a young woman. She also serves as a ruler of Fontaine, a nation centered on the ideal of justice. Viewed less of a god and more as a celebrity, performs at Fontaine's Opera House, flamboyant personality. She's actually the human part of the Hydra Archon Fossor, who is discussed as the first true Hydra Archon, Aegeria, who granted humanity to the Oceanids of Fontaine. Interesting, that actually links to the article about the mythological Oceanids. An act of the heavenly principles considered sinful. Unfortunate. I was thinking about this actually, like, you would have to explain if someone asked you about, like, Genshin, like, or maybe I just really suck at explaining things, but once you like ask someone about something and you like say, oh, this is Farina, you know, she's the Hydro Archon of Fontaine, but she's actually a human who's, you know, da 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 da. And then, yeah, you can get down a really big rabbit hole explaining stuff about Genshin. That's always... it can always be fun. But this poor guy, one time he asked about a Genshin character, and I ended up like yapping to him about like big lore stuff for like almost an hour. Yeah, that poor guy. Anyways, to prep prophecy and now it's mortality principles. Oh, I mentioned this because like I feel like if you were just some like poor schmuck who like walked onto Wikipedia, like you would not know what a heavenly principles is, and like that would have to be explained to you. Sorry, I'm just like skimming through it now. Yep, okay, so this is basically the background stuff from Fontaine's story quest. By the time the player meets Farina, she is a completely different person than she was when she became the leader of Fontaine. Yeah, I guess. I mean, wasn't it an act the entire time though? So, I don't know. At the end of her story, the player and Nouvelette discover her to be a fraud and not a true Archon. I'm thinking of some I don't know, is it Jujutsu Kaisen brain rot where it's like, you are, I don't know, like calling people like bums and frauds? I don't know. Anyways, that was what I was thinking of, but I feel like it, yeah. I don't know, I was just thinking of that, sorry. Anyways. Yeah, and then the trial ends with her being guilty, Fontaine stuff, yep. November 2023, a trailer known as All the World stage is released. I feel like this can be, like, cut short a lot, because, like, I don't think the average, like, reader of the average Wikipedia reader, again, though, I guess, like, to be fair, like, the only person who would come on here onto a Wikipedia article about a Genshin character is likely gonna be a Genshin fan. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like a lot of this could be shortened though. Just like, yeah, Farina appears in like the main story quests. She has like a major role in like all parts of the quest. And yeah. November 2023, a trailer known as All the Worlds of Sage was released, demonstrating her as a playable character while making numerous references to musicals in and of itself. She was added as a playable character, came with the Wish system, with 2 arc modes, Lisa and Numa. Yep, combat stuff. Reception, praised by critics, many applauding her mental strength and her sacrifice. And that tends to be, I think, the general consensus among the fans in the community. Yeah. Hanku of Yahoo News wrote that Farina's suffering was the heaviest and most loving thing Archon has ever done for their nation. Well, I guess nothing can beat, like, suffering as a human for 500 years. Well, very few things could beat it, I think. Ku argued that Farina deserved a happier ending. I mean, she seems to be doing fine now, but I do think that, yeah, the Archon quest should have probably given her a little more closure than... instead of leaving it up to the story. Directly compares Farina's character arc to the story of the ones who walk away from almost... Oh man, I have not heard that short story in such a long time. I had to read it for, a thingy in... what do you call it? I had to read it for a story quest. I had to read it for a class in high school. Interesting connection. In which a great city prospers at the cost of one child being sentenced to misery. If the child is saved, then the city would crumble. And Wood wrote that Farina was Fontaine's equivalent to the nameless child, almost shockingly 1-to-1. He stated that Genshin Impact does gods better than the vast majority of RPGs, and considered Farina's story to be one of the best in video games from 2023. Stuff about her mental fortitude. After she lost the role as a Hydra Archon character who was full of potential, most compelling Archon in the game, one of the best characters designed by miHoYo. I do agree with that. One of the best peak design, amazing design. Both journalists argue that Farina's stories surpass Nahida's. Another one of the game's Archons whose stories they consider to be among the game's best. More stuff about praise about how the development team integrated various aspects of French culture, Christianity, and modern song and dance to her character, while successfully integrating her into Genshin Impact's world, such as the ribbon, the French elements such as the raft collar, iris pattern on their cuffs and hats, demonstrated the amount of research done when creating her. Further praised her lightweight dress and cane sword, and complimented how the character's playful movements highlighted her personality. Added that elements of her portrayal and promotional material helped the character appeal to non-Genshin Impact players, portraying her as a musical star with a cheerful and operatic temperament, and despite being designed from a specifically Chinese perspective, additional elements of her character helped give her a worldwide appeal. Apparently very influential in the metagame. I don't know about this actually. I don't metagame too much in terms of that. But in terms of gameplay, I don't really think about that too much. But yeah. That's it. Oh, there we go. There's a oh, there are footnotes. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. Hydra is the water-based element in Genshin Impact. Okay, so it establishes some of the terms. Hydra is water-based. Archon is the in-game equivalent of the god. The Archons answer to a mysterious entity known as Celestia and the Heavenly Principles. And it talks about the authority and arc. Okay. Oh, I think that's good. Yeah, they should... I'm glad they explained some of this stuff. Okay. Whew. Oh my gosh, it's already been an hour. Okay, we'll spend like maybe the next few articles reading other... We're gonna transition to Fire Emblem characters now, and we'll see what we can find. We'll start with Chrom. I remember, I think it's still up. I have this one video, like, one day, like, on Halloween, I think, or close to Halloween. I just, like, freaking read, the Wikipedia article. I read Chrom's Wikipedia article. And that was, like, the whole freaking video. I remember, oh yeah, I remember one of the changes. What's it? Oh, it used to be, when I read it for that video, the Wikipedia article, my throat, sorry. The Wikipedia article said that, that he was in charge of a vigilante force. But for some reason, well, I guess it kind of makes sense. The Shepherds are under kind of pseudo-command of the Uisin military. So it's, I guess, state-sponsored militia force sounds... I guess it makes sense. Yeah. I thought that was kind of interesting, though. It used to say that he was, the descendant of Marthyr. They got rid of it. Father Lucina appeared in multiple games. One of the most popular characters in the Fire Emblem franchise. Matthew Mercer, English voice actor for Chrome Edition for the role, claimed that the project's title was secret on the edition sides. But he recognized the Fire Emblem series' art and character references and was hopeful in securing the role. Playing Chrome is maintaining a balance between casual, cool, stoic, and occasionally playful. And yeah, be able to identify with the character and vicariously enjoys heroics. Intelligent and capable of making good and sensible decisions, noting he is prepared to face challenges on despite his youth. Okay, stuff about how he wasn't included in Smash 4 because he didn't have unique characteristics. Okay. I feel like this stuff should probably be not under conception and development, because this is more about like how his appearances in like other games. They should probably move that. That's just my opinion though. That's my opinion. Warriors. I think they accidentally called Fire Emblem Warriors Heroes here. Yeah, 12 of quality matching the pre-rendered cinematic cutscenes. Yeah. I was gonna say improve the graphics for Heroes. I mean, not the. Actually, I think I don't know. The artwork, the different art styles in Fire Emblem Heroes, the PNGs gives it a nice charm. Yeah, like, sorry, this isn't me like hating on the artwork or anything, but yeah, I wouldn't say like Heroes is like peak graphics, but I don't think it has to be. I think it's good for what it is. Yeah, the sprites are pretty good actually for like the limited amount of like, I guess, material you have to work with, if that makes sense. I don't know. Because like they're all chibi sprites, but they're all pretty well animated actually. Yeah, and the artworks are pretty good. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Awakening already had existing character models for Chrom. Sword wielding ward character. Both a standard position action wise. Team decided to prioritize development for Chrom. Process described as hectic. And the finished character became the starting point in deciding direction and skeletal frame of the cast of characters and warriors. The decision on which characters to include from Awakening was contingent on whether they had close ties with Chrom. Interesting. So that's Robin, yeah, Wissa, Frederick, Lucina, Owain. I guess Owain's like technically his nephew, and I think Olivia's in Warriors too, right? I guess she's DLC, I think though. Alright, White Cape, signature weapon, princely, noble, despite having a bit of a temper, fierce in nature, in battle driven by a steadfast sense of justice. Echo Fighter stuff. I guess it's common for a lot of like these video game articles to like talk about the full plot of the game when talking about the character. Okay, let's see. Promotion reception. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. Let's see, let's go through one more article. And then we'll call it a day there. I'm gonna do Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper Fire Emblem. I am surprised that this dude has an article. I think I did a community post a while back, right? I think asking like, out of the 4 people that won the Brave Heroes, the Choose Your Legends poll back in CYL5, which one does not have a Wikipedia article? I mean, Marth's a no-brainer. Marth probably, you know, big name in the Fire Emblem franchise, appeared in Smash Bros, all that. But like, yeah. Gatekeeper? Okay, I guess he's like popular. Marianne, I guess NPC, relatively popular. Or, actually, sorry, she's technically a playable character. I don't know why I said she's an NPC. Actually, yeah, Gatekeeper is the strange one. I'm surprised that Gatekeeper of all people got an article over like Erica, who's like a freaking protagonist in her own game. It's wild that you have actual like Fire Emblem protagonists like Alm, Celica, Erica, who are with no article, but the freaking Gatekeeper has a whole article. Actually, I think in terms of like character articles on Wikipedia, a good amount of them are Three Houses characters. which I guess makes sense. It is one of the more popular games in the franchise, I believe. But yeah, anyways, sorry, Gatekeeper. Character in Three Houses. A background character who serves as a gatekeeper. Wow. Typically greeting the protagonist, Bywith, by telling them, oh yeah, Bywith has their own article too. That, greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Despite his minor role in the story, Gatekeeper became a popular character, eventually being voted in #1 as Choose Your Legends for Fire Emblem Heroes among male characters, and subsequently was added into the game as a playable character. Uses a generic model and art asset used by certain other background characters. Yep. Gatekeeper first appears in Three Houses. He's a background character who serves as the gatekeeper of Garreg Mach, though he typically notes that he has nothing to report when talked to. He may also talk about current events and his own personal feelings. He also continues to serve as the gatekeeper from the beginning of the war started by Edelgard von Hresfeld. He appears in the sequel, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, which takes place in an alternate story set 2 years after Three Houses. Showing what would have happened if Byleth did not come into Garreg Mach. Appears as a playable character in Fire Emblem Heroes after winning Choose Your Legends as #1 male character among Fire Emblem characters. Appears in the background of the Garreg Mach Academy. There's an Instagram filter that adds a gatekeeper into the art. Sorry, I don't know if that mic went into red. But there's an Instagram filter that adds a gatekeeper into the background. Wait, and Nintendo made this? That's interesting. How does that look? Let me see. Is there like any Fire Emblem's Gatekeeper now available as an Instagram filter? Let's take a look. I cannot take a look. Rough. Okay. Someone was disappointed they can't romance him. 15th best male character by Famitsu readers out of 20. Who are the other 20? Who are the poor 5 people that like he got ranked higher above? Alright. Oh, shoot. Whoops. Let's see. He ranked above Gerald Rodriguez. Okay, Cyril. Yeah, Cyril's not too popular. I feel bad. I mean, I know that. Okay. I always feel. I shouldn't say bad things about characters because there are people. I know there are some pretty big Cyril fans, even though he's not too popular among like most fans. But there are some people who like Cyril. Okay, so Gatekeeper ranked above Alois, Hanneman, Cyril, Rodrigue, and Gerald. Dang, that's crazy. Imagine having more imagine being like Rodrigue or like Gerald, being like a very important plot relevant character who like, what's it called? You know, whose death impacts the story big time. And then you get outranked by an NPC in the background whose whole job is to say, "Greetings, Professor." Nothing to, that's not his whole job, but yeah. That's well, I guess it's more of popularity, not how impactful what impact on the plot do you have. Yeah, Erica doesn't even have the dignity of her own article. I think this is where I found this out. I was like looking at all the different articles. I like scrolled over it. Marianne has her own article. Marth has his own article. And Erica doesn't even have it takes you to the Sacred Stones Wikipedia article, which I think is kind of funny and kind of sad at the same time. Juan Dutra's meme status. They appreciated how positive Gatekeeper was, calling him adorable and feeling like heroes made them like him better. Yeah, some players argue that other characters deserve to be more in than him. I'll admit that I was one of those like people who like kind of voted in Gatekeeper as a meme just to see like, oh my gosh, it'd be so funny. Yeah. But wait, what is this? A hack of 3 houses was done by a player, which made the gatekeeper into a playable character. And the player alleged that the charm was set to maximum, and his height and age were set to 20 and age was set to 20, height to 1 centimeter, respectively. That'd be interesting. But yeah, I'm surprised that he has an article. I guess it's just his popularity. Yeah. Anyways. Well, this is actually kind of fun. Maybe... I don't know. I hope it wasn't too dull, again. Like, yeah, I hope this wasn't too dull of a stream. Maybe I'll, like, start interspersing, like, Wikipedia articles into other streams, too. Like, oh, hey, like, I found this article, let's check it out. And move on, because, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Honestly, I think it was kind of fun reading at first, and then it kind of started becoming a slog at the end. But maybe that's just me running out of energy. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm getting a little tired, so I think we are at a pretty good, nice stopping point to end the stream. So, yeah. Nice streaming, nice chatting with you guys. I know these days, I don't stream a lot. Let's see, what's our schedule looking like? I'm probably not gonna stream next weekend. Thanksgiving break, I'm gonna try to hang out with some friends and stuff during that time frame. Yeah. And then after Thanksgiving, I kinda have to walk in, for the rest of the semester in my classes, so I probably won't be streaming until, like, next month. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, it was fun getting a little break, getting to do this, so, yeah. Thank you, and I will see you around.